Today we're going to go over a software named Threatlocker, and as you can see there, it says allow just what you need and block everything else, including ransomware. Without implementing some type of zero trust software, ransomware is not a matter of if, but a matter of when. This security is definitely required in this day and age in 2023. We're going to go ahead and install Threatlocker here, and we'll take a look at it. And it's pretty much a silent installer. You just run the executable, and that's all you have to do. It'll check into the portal, and we'll take a look at that right here. We'll just refresh the screen. And there we go. And these are the options that you have: secured, installation, learning, monitor, and advanced. So we'll go ahead and place it in secured mode to lock it down. And let's take a look at the path here. This is kind of how you can tell the status of Threatlocker and the policies. There's a policies.txt file. And this is what it looks like when Threatlocker blocks something. You can see there it just blocked a DLL file. We'll go ahead and fill this out just so we can take a look at it on the back end at the request. And there's a spot to put a description. It seems like most of the time people don't fill that out. We're lucky to get an email address most of the time. And this is what the email comes through on the back end looking like. It's got their email, if they put a description, organization, the name of the machine, hash file of the file that's blocked, and then there's a link to check it with VirusTotal and a link to log into the portal and basically allow it or block it, whichever you see fit. And we've got an option to create a new definition if it's a new application that's never been installed before. If it's an existing one like Google Chrome and maybe there's just an update and the hash has changed, so now the file is getting blocked, we can just update the definition instead of creating an entire new one. We will just let it automatically categorize the files, and we'll let it run without restriction and never expire. You can also assist with elevation to allow them to run files as administrator without local admin rights. And we'll assign that to just this computer, and then we'll go ahead and hit save. If we try to run anything that's not specifically allowed in a policy, we're going to get this pop-up here that we don't have permission to access the file, and then also a way to request access to the file. And if we just jump in here and place my machine in monitor mode, we can allow basically anything to run and be logged. However, it will not be learned, so when the machine goes back into secure mode, it'll be locked and blocked. In the bottom right hand corner, that's the notification that appears letting the user know that you've allowed their request. We're going to go ahead and place the machine in secured mode and then launch an installer. Threatlocker updates about every 30 seconds, so at some point it should start blocking the install or the launch of the application. Okay, it looks like Threatlocker is in secured mode and has started blocking things again. We can also take a look at the blocked items and see every single item that Threatlocker has blocked. It's a pretty detailed view. We will be taking a deeper dive into Threatlocker at some point. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you in the next one.